Hey everybody, it is week 2 of my training program to get ready for a 100-mile race that's going to be coming up in the summer of 2023. So far, training is going pretty well. At this point, I'm really just trying to establish my habits to kind of be at the point where I can really start putting on more and more mileage. When you've been taken off for a while with seriously training for running like I have for the past year or so, you have to really start, give your muscles and ligaments and everything a chance to kind of get that strength back. So at this point, I'm really just trying to put in some easy miles from the beginning. And right now, last week, I think I was at 12 miles. This week, I finished out with about 20. So nothing too crazy. I did go and do a 8-mile run this morning. It felt pretty easy. I felt like it could have gone a lot further, but really the big thing at this point is about establishing habit, not really about pushing the envelope so much at this point. But yeah, it was a great long run though. I actually woke up right around 5:45, which, for me, usually I'm up at 5, and so that was sleeping in a little bit, but saw a text saying there's some northern lights outside, so looked out the window, and yep, sure enough, there they were. And I just had a hot tub and stuff installed yesterday. So, I was super excited to get out there and use that and start the morning with that for about, 15, 20 minutes or so, just kind of enjoying the northern lights. And then I got geared up and started, heading out for the long run. And my headlamp actually went out about 15, 20 minutes into the hour-long run, which that's not good news because the road I was running on is usually pretty busy. Luckily, it was early in the morning, so not a whole lot of people were out there. But still not great. Still not great. I was really kind of worried about that. Didn't turn out to be too big of a deal. I got a chance to just kind of run under the northern lights and was able to kind of keep track of where the road was just by looking at the white stripe that was on the road on the side. So. Not bad. Had a great little sunset over here. Aches and pains so far. Nothing too bad. Next week I'm probably going to be pushing it to about 25 miles or so, and just start seeing how I'm doing after that. This in my training programs before, this has kind of been the phase where I can really start messing up, where I start trying to put on too much too soon because I'm feeling good. So just trying to slowly ease my way into it. I'm not trying to peak for this run around the February time frame. It's going to be more in the summertime. So I have a much longer ramp up period that I can get used to. Just kind of some running thoughts real quick. So I finished reading a book this week by David Sally called One Step Ahead, talking about negotiating. Just been working with real estate. Obviously, that's something that was going to be pretty useful for me. One interesting part that he was talking about was the need to be tough but also come across as fair. And the best way that you can do that is, number 1, establishing a goal. Number 2, being constant on that goal, so having really a lot of constancy. Number 3, really showing that you're persistent in pursuing that goal. Number 4, showing that you've really got the effort, you're going to put it in there, you're going to make it work. Number 5, showing you are resistant to pressure. And this is really a big one in my experience with negotiations, that you have a lot of people that are going to be putting pressure on you, and being able to show that you're pretty resistant to that is going to go a long way. Number 6 is really showing you have strategic superiority. In other words, you're thinking ahead of where other people are thinking right at the moment. Number 7 is actually, let's come back to number 7. I haven't drawn a bit of a blank on number 7, but number 8 is just showing that you have a lot of knowledge on the topic. Number 9 is showing you have command of the situation and trying to control the environment so that you can kind of control the pacing. And number 10 is just making sure that you have modesty, which I don't think modesty was the right word. I think in this context he was talking more about kind of humility and a little bit more down to earth. You don't want to be the person that's constantly just bringing the hammer down and making a big deal about everything. You want to be an easy person to work with. So not being too proud. So those are the items on there. Man, let me think. What is number 7? That's actually starting to really bug me now. I might have to go look it up now. That's really starting to bug me. So yeah, those are kind of my running thoughts. It was pretty useful. Usually anytime we're talking about negotiating and it's coming from the perspective of somebody who's not a practitioner, I usually get a little suspicious. This seemed in theory to be pretty good stuff though, just anecdotally with what my experience is with negotiating in real estate. So yeah, I would recommend it. Go give it a read. It's good stuff. And yeah, other than that, I am doing pretty good on the training program so far, still keeping the weight training in there. And you know, looking forward to doing about 25 miles next week. And you know, hopefully we'll continue having pretty good weather. Can't really see it behind me. It's just frost back there. I know it looks like snow. It's just frost right now, and it's right around like 20 degrees or so. So yeah, the good gear goes a long way to keeping me warm. So yeah, other than that, thanks for watching. See you next time. And if you have any questions about what the journey looks like and you know, all the process and the training and everything that's going into it, feel free to drop me a comment down below. Next week, I'm probably going to start looking at going into some more different areas and getting some different scenery. I've just been running around my house the past couple of weeks. Just because I can't really justify driving anywhere for a run that's like less than like 10 or like 12 miles or so. I just can't really justify it, at least in my mind. It's just not, it's not enough. It's not enough. I'm doing like a 20-mile run. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna go to Agludna, I'm gonna go to Hatcher's Pass, but I'm not quite at that point yet, so I've just kept around the house. So scenery's gonna be pretty similar in the videos up to this point, but I'm gonna try to branch out next week and see if I can do like a 10 or maybe even a 12-mile run and just let you guys see some different areas. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.